Hi everyone, this kitchen is finally finished. Let me show you what I did to finish this up. After having done a whole bunch of research, I found that granite was my best option here since it is a very durable material, so it can handle the weather and it also won't change color over time. As you know, granite is very heavy, and this is the sink area, so I'm going to have to create some kind of support for this slab that's going to be going here. To keep up with the motif that I have going here, I'm just going to do another brick arch, which is going to be very strong, and also I think it's going to look nice. Now, you should know if you're new to the channel that I am not a mason, so my brickwork is a bit sloppy, but I guess it is good enough to get me by here. The cinder block supports that I have here are spaced out at about 3 feet, which is way too wide for granite countertops. So I'm going to be installing some angle iron for some added support. I'm going to be notching out the cinder block so that the angle iron sits flush on top of the block. And to do that, I'm going to be using my circular saw with a masonry blade. I don't have a lot of metal working tools, but this angle grinder with a metal cutting disc really does get the job done. Now I know this may seem a bit out of order, but I initially thought that they were going to have a seam here for the several pieces of granite that they were going to be installing, and I ended up finding out that I was wrong and this was completely unnecessary. To fasten this angle iron, I am just using some basic concrete screws that I bought at my big box store. So now it's time for the granite, and I hired a company to do this for me. And here is the template that they're putting together, and from this template they will be able to cut the stone and match it up and get it to fit perfectly. Without getting into details, I was very disappointed with the company that I chose to do this installation. It took them almost 10 weeks to get these counters installed. I mean, it should not take that long. And they came the first time and they cut the material wrong. And then they came a second time and they forgot some of the pieces of granite. And then to get them to come back and finish the job, I thought I wasn't going to get them here. I mean, it just took that long. So I'm glad it's done, but not happy, and would never recommend these people. I eventually got them to come back and finish the installation, but I was at work, and when I got home to inspect everything, I found that they just left all of the granite on wooden shims. And I don't know much about granite, but I just thought that just didn't seem right to me. I mean, I thought at least fill in the gaps with a hard material so that way there's more support there. I don't know much about it. I'm going to fill it in I started actually filling it in with silicone, and then I went with a construction adhesive, which is harder. But if you guys know more about this, if you're experts with granite, please let me know what you think about this installation and what the right approach is here, because I feel like this just wasn't done right. If you saw my last video, I installed all of the stone veneer, but I did leave the upper portion open because I wanted to make sure I could have a nice tight fit up against the granite counters once they were installed. So here I am finishing all of this up. If you have any questions, please put those in the comments. And if you are new here and you like this video, please think about subscribing. I hope everyone is doing well, and I will see you in the next one. Before I sign off, I want to thank the millions of you that watch these videos and followed me on this journey that has been a dream of mine for a really long time. And not only that, you made my YouTube channel a success. And so I get to have this dream kitchen and I get to do what I love at the same time. So thank you so much.